Alright, welcome in, welcome back. We are on to part 3 of our mini-series within the series of painting South Dakota. This is potentially the final part if everybody ends up loving the way Mount Rushmore looks, but I really need your judgments on this before we commit to gluing it up on the map. Now, thank you to a few commenters who did help me out, the men in the mountain that I did not actually know while painting these mountain men, because I had George Washington, I had Abe Lincoln, and then we also have Theodore Roosevelt, the man of the glasses. I kind of had a feeling that's who that was, but I wasn't sure when it was built, or when he was the president, or, and how those two things coincided. And then we also have Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was giving me a mountain of trouble, and this man over here in the end is Abe Lincoln that I just finished up, and I don't know if you got a good peek at him, but he looks a little Lincoln-y, not sure. Going back, giving Jefferson a little more attention, and then jumping over to George Washington to try and get his dimensions, face, all those things figured out. I did a crap ton of work on these guys when I was not on camera, so George is going to be the one that you get the most of watching the actual painting process of me jumping in. I go dark tones, get those parts of the face lined out, I go super highlights, get that lined out, I hit the middle tones, and then I jump back to the dark, back to the light, and I just basically keep going back in and with the darker tones and the highlight tones until we get there. Now, we've been working on keeping a little bit less blue happening all over the map, so somebody made a comment and suggested putting a sun in the sky to just be beaming between the clouds to break up some of the blue. I love that idea. I'm adding that in here after we get these mountain men sorted out. Just a little bit more work on George Washington here. I know this was looking a little bit rocky to start out with, but I'm hoping that these are actually coming together quite nicely and that you think they will suffice. Be sure to drop a comment with your thoughts and opinions once you have been able to take a good look. And of course, we have to give these men an actual mountain to be carved out of, so I've got to get all of this background rock happening. Again, just getting some of the shapes laid out and then hitting some darker tones, hitting some highlight, hitting some middle tones. I know that we're doing Mount Rushmore and you're probably wanting me to have some cool fun facts. I don't have them. I was not a fan of history in school and I don't know a lot of things about any of this, so feel free to drop comments below your thoughts and knowledge as well. Of course, if this is your first time dropping in, be sure to follow along so you can watch more videos. Go back, watch all the other states we've already done. This is the 20th of our states. We are almost to our halfway point of the map. Super exciting. If you see a state that hasn't been done yet and you have something you want to see for that state, be sure to drop suggestions. I am open to them when I don't know what to do just yet. Alright, we need a little bit of balance in this painting and a little bit of something that also makes the men of the mountain pop out. So I'm going to throw some little pine trees down in here and bring this painting to a close. I think this might look a little bit better here on the video than it does in real life, and watching this as I'm voicing it over is giving me a little bit of hope that it actually looks okay, but we might be doing something entirely different for South Dakota, so be sure to give a little comment about what you think, and here's a better, closer look. Check it out. If we like it, I'll cut it out and actually glue it up on the map or paint something different. I want to thank all of y'all for your love and support. You very highly well received Mount Rushmore, so I did have to retrace it out so I could cut it out to glue it up onto that map. But here's a closer look, really quick, comparing it to a penny so you know how big it is. I also saw the notes from a few of you that Lincoln didn't quite look right. I agree with you, so I tried to kind of work on that. I adjusted his mouth and his chin and then hit the actual side of his face a little bit to try and get it looking more like the Lincoln we all know and love. And then of course got it cut out. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it back up here. That's it. I just want to do a quick video update so you could see that it is up on the board, and of course comment, suggest anything that you want to see next, and we're gonna move on here pretty soon.